It's time for us to flow with tarot. Thank you so much for being here on this very special tarot segment on the Magic in Motion YouTube vlog. That was the original purpose and still is the purpose of this channel, is to show you how to infuse your magic, your spirituality into every single part of your life, through the most mundane to the most extravagant, to your travels, to your conversations, to every day, into every single part of your life. That is the purpose of a practice. Your spiritual practice is for you to be able to infuse it into your physical life. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay? So anyway, flow with tarot. Let's begin. You know how we start off with our card. We're just gonna pull one. I'm just gonna pull one really quick, and we're going to just see what we have. We have justice. Okay, we have the justice card. The justice card is sure. The justice card for me right now, it is harmony. It is balance. And a lot of times, harmony and balance, we tend to look at it as 50-50. No, that's not it. I mean, it can be 50-50 with balance, but many times that is not what harmony and balance is. So I'm thinking of many different examples, but let me use this example. Let's say that you have a plan to write a book, okay? And you have a plan to write this book and have it complete and have it published, however you choose to do that, within the next, we'll say 90 days. And during this 90 days, you have committed to yourself that you are going to use your energy for, let's say, an hour a day to write a chapter, two chapters, whatever that looks like for you. You just know you've committed to yourself that you're going to write an hour a day. Now, that could mean that in order for you to stay committed to yourself, to have this book done and published in 90 days, and to honor the time that you've given yourself, an hour a day, you know that perhaps, let's say that usually on, let's say a Tuesday night, you have dinner with a friend or dinner with friends, okay? You know, every Tuesday night, or uh, just a Tuesday night, you know, you plan to go to dinner. Well, in order for you to complete this book and to stay inside your plan that you set for yourself, you're looking at your schedule and you're thinking, I may have to scale back on my dinner with my friends on every Tuesday, just for the next 90 days, so I can stay on my path to finish this book and to have it completed, edited, and published within 90 days. That is what balance looks like. That is what balance could look like. That is what harmony can often look like. Does that mean that you won't pick back up your schedule with your friends on every Tuesday night to complete this book? No. But having balance, having harmony means, hey, means you telling your friends, hey, friends, I have this project I'm working on. I'm committed to myself to get it done in the next 90 days. So opt out of our dinner for the next 90 days on Tuesday. If it's every Tuesday, perhaps your Tuesday dinner is going to look like, instead of every Tuesday, maybe just one Tuesday out of those 90 days, or just 3 Tuesdays out of those 90 days that you will be able to meet. That is what balance looks like. That is what harmony looks like. If you notice the example that I used, it's you putting yourself as a priority. It's you putting yourself as a priority. You having harmony and balance, involves you putting yourself as priority as well. Excuse me. Sometimes we lump harmony, balance, and compromise into one bucket. And I guess in a sense we it can be in one bucket. And if we're talking about even with compromise, sometimes we think, which I think is incorrect, we think that compromise is you putting all of your needs and all of your intentions on the back burner in order to satisfy someone else or some people. I don't think that that's the case at all. I think with harmony, with compromise, you can still, and still you should, think of how you are benefiting first. And I know me saying it's going to, it's taboo, it's going to sound selfish, and it's going to go against the grain. But you have to put yourself first. You put your needs first. How are you benefiting from what you're doing? How are you benefiting from the way that you are living your life? Are you benefiting from the way that you're living your life? And again, I know that that is not the thing that you're supposed to say. Society says don't say that. If you are watching this and you are a mother, society told you, no, you got to put your kids first. No, you put yourself first. When you're happy, you have happy kids. When you're not throwing your needs away, when you're not throwing your desire away, when you're saying, oh, wait a minute, I can't fulfill this dream because I have a child or because I have children. Who told you that you had to do that? Think about that. Who told you that? So, all of these ideas or definitions that we have about balance and harmony, when you are approaching that from your spirit lens, your soul lens, you tend to, you are thinking outside of the box because you're not thinking from a conditioned identity. You're not conditioned from a compartmentalized identity. You're thinking in all terms because we're programmed to look at life, to even first to look at ourselves as I can either have this or I can have that. But when you're looking at yourself and when you're viewing your life through the lens of your soul, through the lens of your spirit, you look at all. It is an all perspective. And that's what I feel like with this justice card right now is balance and harmony causes us to look at ourselves through the lens of all, not either or. Is there a different time that you'll have to navigate? Yes. That goes back to the example that I used about you being an author and writing this book within 90 days, and you maybe having to cut out your dinner times with your friends in order for you to stay committed to your commitment, to your intention to writing an hour a day to finish this book. but you're not throwing away your dinner with your friends. You're just looking to see, how can I do all of this, not to the point of exhaustion, not to the point of this hustle and grind, no, but how can I still show up for myself with my with my dinner, with the people that I love, with my community, but yet and still commit to myself in writing this book. So that's what I get right now with this justice card. It's reminding us to view harmony and balance in a different way. So, and I know with justice, just the word, we automatically think of, yeah, somebody's going to pay, for doing something wrong to me. That's the big word, justice. I know that on the surface, it could mean that as well, this card, but that's not what I was feeling in the moment. I was getting balance and harmony. So let me know what you feel about this card in the moment. And we are going to keep going through our beautiful tarot deck. Okay, I'm loving this deck. And let me remind you, just in case you're new here, this deck is by Kashira Hickson. I'm just going to show. Oh, and yes, it does come with the little book. But her name is Kashira Hickson, and this is the Mahogany Tarot deck, and you can find this on Etsy. And it comes with this little bag to hold your cards in. Isn't this cute? All right. So continue on in your magic, stay in your magic. What I would invite you to do, and again, this is segment is not about me reading a card for you. It's just about us examining the cards as they come up, right? But what I would invite you, after going through the justice card, I would invite you to look around in your life and see where you want more harmony and balance. You don't want to sacrifice the things that you love, and you don't have to. So, how can you view yourself and view all parts of your life from an all perspective, from an and perspective, instead of either or? All right. Just do that exercise. Set a timer, give yourself 10 minutes, and just write. Just write and see what comes up. Ask yourself the question, do this journal prompt. Here's a journal prompt. How can I view my life through an all perspective? How can I view my life through an and perspective? Okay? And let me know how that works out. All right. Until next time, stay magical.